This fundraiser has raised $3.5 million over the 12 years it's been happening. So this year, the decision was made to try and keep everything going in spite of not putting a bunch of people together on the mountain to do so, and create some ways that we can still keep engaged and aware and involved in this fundraising effort. So for us, with TAG, we're doing this online class where we're going to pop in and out of the studio, hopefully, all going well. And you're gonna ride with myself and with David Goodman and Marcel Studer, both ambassadors from our club. And they're gonna take us through a number of points. I'm gonna try and actually jump into segments that, for those of you that haven't ridden Cypress 1,000 times and you're not from here, you can actually get a little visual of what the mountain is like, what the climb is like. It's one of our 3 big backyard climbs, although the middle one is not really as long, but it's one of the 2 that are in the neighborhood of 12 to 15K altogether. And the 15K for Cypress goes all the way up to the actual ski area at the top, and we will finish at about 12K, which is the cross-country ski area. We do start from just before the 2-kilometer mark, long rolling start into that. We'll just show you a quick little view of coming into where the climb starts to kick up, a couple of viewpoints, landmarks, and we'll do it all while we're riding at an effort all around 7-ish out of 10, 7.5 or 75%, which is your hour power. Now, a lot of you have ridden this. If you are from here, you've ridden this climb in an hour or better. A lot of you have gone considerably faster than that. But today, I made the estimate we rode at an approximate 4 minutes a kilometer. Me with the GoPro, the boys pushing my limits. So, just as a guideline, the climb will be about 40 minutes from where we're starting. And we're just gonna finish our warm-up now. We're into the first few minutes. I think we have everyone has joined us. I see Goody, David Goodman's there. There's a couple of funny little moments where we couldn't make the camera work, and all of us gathered around trying to figure it out. But anyway, it was a fun experience. So right now we're gonna finish off our warm-up portion. If you were here doing the event, you may have ridden from home. You may just be riding around the base, trying to get yourself ready for what quite often is an enthusiastic start, regardless of the speed you're going to ride at. So just right now, from our easy pedaling, I'm gonna have you increase the effort a little bit. And if you're going by perceived effort, you don't have a computer with a whole bunch of numbers and your cadence, let's just go into this at preferred cadence, 90 to 100, and your 5 out of 10 number, 50% of max aerobic power. And we'll sit there just for a couple of minutes, do a couple of increases, and then try and kick it up right before we start and stand on the line, getting ready for our mission up the mountain. I mentioned a number of you have already made a donation, so thank you for that. And if you're still not so clear on all that, you can go into cypresschallenge.com and join the team, or just go in on your own, however you want to do it. All goes to the same place. Okay, so feeling the squares, Move out of the legs. If you do have a window you can open, fans that can go on, something that'll help you stay relatively cool. I did say we're riding about our hour power number mostly as the base. So you will be going up a little bit, down a little bit, and moving around that as we ride with the guys. All right, 5 out of 10 right now. We're gonna just bring that up in 30 seconds to your 60% or 6 out of 10 number, okay? Feel the legs, let yourself just sink into it. We're doing this right before a long weekend. And I did hear on the radio this morning that once again being reminded just to be careful over the weekend. Keep this thing in check going into the fall and the winter. All right, we're gonna bring that up to 6 out of 10 now. Using your gear, you're on your bike, click it up a gear probably. If you're on some kind of a trainer, use your resistance, hold your cadence right here, and bring it up just a little bit. 60%. Awesome. Settle into it. Legs feel a little bit clubby. First couple of minutes. Think about your feet. Think about your ankles. Having a little bit of movement. Pulling around into the bottom of the pedal stroke. Your upper body's relaxed. Shoulders are relaxed. And we're gonna stay here for the best part of another minute. This is an important aerobic zone or range where you can still put words together. You are at the high end of your aerobic, but fully aerobic. And it's a good, valuable piece of bringing in the recruitment of the muscles and bringing in your effort for the morning. We're gonna do one more increase in 30 seconds. And we're gonna do a little blip. Push it just a little bit. When I started riding many years ago, Cypress was one of places I trained a lot, being in my backyard. So I'm pretty familiar with the nuances all the way up. We have pictures to help those people who haven't done it a lot. All right, we're gonna bring up the gear. Keep the cadence the same. 90 to 100, 2, 1, 70%. This is right around that base number we're gonna use a lot for this whole 40 minutes that we're going into this climb. Good. A little bit more gear. Sink into it. Awesome job. Another 60 seconds. Then at the top end of this, we're just going to do a couple of little accelerations. Bring it around so the wattage comes up and you feel a little bit of what we're going to be doing in our climb. 30 seconds. Good to see you all there. I've ridden up Cypress a bunch of times with a bunch of y'all. All right, first thing we're gonna do is an acceleration. So hold this gear, little bit of a cadence increase, bring it up 5 RPM, 2, and 1. Up, up. Wattage comes up. Awesome. Leg speed, pressure through the feet feels more or less the same once you get that leg speed. Gonna go back down. 90 to 100 RPM where you started. 2, 1, back it off. These little blips in effort start to bring you in to that 8 out of 10 kind of range. We're gonna use that as well today. All right, next increase. Give me a little bit more. 5 to 10 RPM. 2, 1, up, up. Nicely done. Ten more seconds. And back down to preferred cadence. 90 to 100. Settle in. 7 out of 10, or your 70% max aerobic power is really where you're snatching at words. You're starting to move a little bit out of your aerobic zone. You can only be here for an hour. Some of us it says 70, some 75, depending on your background. All right, we're gonna do one more last thing before we start. We're gonna stand. We're gonna be starting in 3 minutes and 15 seconds. Next thing, we're gonna stand. Taking the bike with you. Centered over the saddle. In 2, 1, up, up. Eyes up. We don't need to bring our chest way up. Keep a nice position over the bike. Some of you starting gravel and off-road riding, learning to actually scooch back a little bit over your saddle when you need to. Keep traction on the rear tire. Take it back down. Recover, recover just a little bit. And bring it up again. 2, 1, up, up. Changes up the muscle groups a little bit. We will be standing a bit. Get on top of the gear. A little bit of recovery when we're doing this climb. Some of you love to stand, some of you not so much. Taking it back down, taking our bike with us. 2, 1. Last little bit, 70%. And we're gonna line up. Roll it up again in cadence. 5 RPM. 2, 1, up, up. Awesome job, you guys. We're gonna back off. 2, 1, let the gear go. Okay? Rolling right up to the start line. We always have to stand around a little bit. So you wanna be warmed up, then have a drink. A little bit of composure. Find your friends you're gonna ride with. I'm looking for Marcel and Goody. Where are they? Okay, lined up now. I think we have, I'm just checking in with the production assistant here, director. We're going in just over a minute, going into our workout. Give me 1 minute, 1 extra minute, sorry. Okay, All right, so on the line, I know my legs are still moving, but I'm imagining I'm sitting on a trainer on the line. We're gonna start up. First thing you're gonna see is us going past just before the 2K mark, okay? We are gonna settle in now. Preferred cadence, we're rolling out. We've got 45 seconds to go before our first point of view segment. Bring the gear up to your 60%. We're just rolling along the flats. Have a drink of water. I'll try and remind you. Now remember, this is around your hour power with some ups and downs for 40 minutes. Okay? Going in 20 seconds. Make sure you have that 60%. When we switch to point of view and you can't see me as your main coach, remember, I can see you. Okay? Stay on it. And here we go. 2, 1, rolling around the corner. Marcel said he was pretty sure you didn't want to be looking at the back of him all the way up Cypress, so we won't do it the whole time. But as we're rolling in here, we're going around the corner, we're keeping a nice cadence. We're starting to feel about 70%, so bringing that gear in right now. We've gone past the 2K mark. %. Good job, guys. Looking at the corner. Coming out into the straightaway shortly. The picture's a little bit blippy. And there we go. We're on the straightaway. Settling in. We'll get rid of our point of view and roll into this first straightaway. Okay, guys? 70 to 80% now. It's a little bit steeper. Your cadence has probably dropped. 70 to 80. Good. Settle in. 2 minutes right here. Awesome job. That cadence has dropped to be 20 pedal strokes every 15 seconds. It's a little steep as you go into the first part. Let's hold on here. Just a little bit over our hour power, on and off. It might feel like base of the climb, but hold on to it. We're gonna go solidly up to what they call the KOM at the first lookout, and then we'll push it up a little bit more after that. That's almost at halfway by the time we're there. All right, guys, that's the first little piece. Lower cadence piece, a little bit steeper. We're getting our rhythm. We're holding on to that 70 to 80% number. Think about relaxing shoulders. Good. Get your breathing rhythm. Get your breathing rhythm. Nicely done, you guys. Get into it now. Still a couple more minutes. We're riding. We've gone past 3 kilometers. Each kilometer is taking about 4 minutes. We're riding past 3 towards 4. Our cadence picked up just a little bit. 80 to 85 if you can. Awesome. Hold it right at that 70 to 80%. Not many words coming out. spitting out a few here and there. No spitting. Saying a few things here and there. Good job, you guys. A lot of construction on the road right now here. A lot of stuff going on up there. But still, beautiful views all the way. Just a reminder, 80 to 85 cadence. Right at that hour power effort. It's called hour power because you actually can do it for an hour. Comfortably uncomfortable. And the comfortable part coming from your head. When we're in the Cypress challenge right now, people racing at a really pretty fast clip are going to have disappeared a bit up the road. We're pretty far up in the group doing this kind of speed. Lots of people around. We have this nice posse of 20 or so riding all together. Awesome job, just hold it right here. We're looking for those landmarks. Piece by piece, ticking off, checking off the boxes. Next one, we're gonna be looking for the 4K mark. First lookout, KOM, is about 5.5. So we're gonna get into this next piece. We're gonna keep our rhythm. We're not really changing anything yet. We're just doing a little check-in, make sure where we want to be. Back out on the road. Awesome. All right, guys. This is good. We can critique their form. If you're not familiar with this climb, this is a good landmark. Pay attention to an estate's entrance that comes off on your right, a nice view of the city, and the 4K mark. So we're just going to do a little check-in with ourselves. At our hour power, 70 to 80%. We're holding that. We're at 80 to 85 RPM. Crisp climbing cadence. Awesome. Settle in with these guys' rhythm. Always helps, even those of you who haven't ridden around people a lot, it does help to have a little carrot. You do get a draft on a slope like this, about 4%, up to 5% at this point. And mentally, having people around you, keeping your posse around you, gives you a little bit of a pull. All right, get the view a little bit. We've got about another 3 minutes before we see our 5K mark. We're gonna push into that. We're gonna try and get some rhythm back, little bit of recovery after that push. And then what I think is the hardest piece of the climb, between 6K and 8K, it's the steepest. Awesome. Settle in, just stay right here now. Do a little check. This is where, when you see the open road ahead of you, sometimes it can be a little bit easy to just slip off your game, but I want you to stay focused. Good job. We've got about 2 minutes before we see, just coming up to the 5K mark. All right, think about your feet. What's that pressure? Maintain it. Maintain the rhythm. Crisp climbing cadence. Encouraging you to be in efficient gears and not just gearing down so much you can't feel anything behind your feet. When I say gearing down, I mean easy, easy. Good. Okay. This is going to be a big tick of the box when we get through this next part. Okay? Settling in, holding this rhythm. Our cadence, it's starting to gentle out the slope a little bit. I want you to hold on to your 70-ish% number. But if you can click down one easier gear to do it, little bit higher cadence, 80 to 90. More in the range of 22 pedal strokes every 15 seconds. All right, guys, we're getting ready to see our next piece of road, and we're gonna look at what it looks like to go into the corner. I always encourage a little bit of a ramp up, a little bit of an acceleration in leg speed. You got your gear right here. A lot more action after this corner. We're gonna push into it. We're gonna take a little look at the view. We're at 80 to 90 cadence. Let's just ride with these guys for a minute. This is your 40-minute Cypress pace. Probably a little bit over. Because we time from 2K. All right, guys. We're gonna look for that 5K mark. And at 5K, Marcel's already starting to push the pace a little bit. We're gonna wind up the cadence. Dave's jumping in there on the wheel. I'm gonna say up, up. You are all gonna stay in this gear and keep winding it up. Okay? Are you ready? 5K mark coming up. There it is, you can see the post on the right. And here we go. Up, up. 5 RPM. Come on, guys. Dig in a little bit. This is your group pushing for the switchback. If you're right in there with them, we'll get a little break on it. Up, up. Come on. Want you hitting that 80% in around there, using a bit of leg speed. Come on, guys. Hunker down. Stay with me now. You're looking for the sign on the curve of the road. The grade has gentled out. Let's go with Marcel. Come on, goody. Push into it. Road's almost leveling out. Right by that yellow sign. Hold on to it. Right in with our group. Come on, guys. First look out. With your group. All right. You're right there. So you can afford to keep your nice cadence. Back your gear off a little bit to simulate a little bit of recovery. These guys are going to get out of our way. Awesome. Recover, recover, recover. Because I want you setting up for the next hard piece. Coming back to the studio. Still recovering. Awesome job, guys. 50 to 60% around the corner. Have a drink. Hey, pick your places to drink. Make a deal with yourself. It's easy to drink here. Okay, bring the heart rate down a bit. Bring the effort level is down. Still got our posse, our team around us. Now the road kicks up to the highest percentage of the whole mountain climb. Parts of it 8 and above. We're going to be dropping our cadence to 70 to 80. The effort is going to be 80%. So harder than you were going to that first KOM. Start dropping your cadence now. Next thing you're going to see is the 6K mark. It's actually a memorial there. Someone sadly passed away at Christmas time. But that's the 6K mark on the side. Steep pitch, kicking up. So right now, start giving me that cadence. We're going to simulate the next piece. And on this, we're going to be doing a fair amount of standing. So bring that gear up. Bring that gear up. Good job, guys. Settling into the rhythm. Had a nice little break. And we got our next piece. There we go, on the right-hand side, 6 kilometer mark. Might want to think about the wind at this point as well. Stay on the right-hand side. If it's windy coming from the left, we had wind that was chasing us around the day we filmed this. Okay, guys, 80% right now. We're hunkering down this whole segment. This is where we're pushing for our time. Doesn't matter if you're not wanting to be considering your time, but I know most of us had a bit of a thrill out of shaving a minute or 2 or 10 or 15 or 3 seconds off doing this at the event. Okay, guys, following this, you got a decent sized gear, so you're feeling that 80%. Guys are in a rhythm, just under an 80 cadence. We're going to follow their lead, standing when we need to, up, up. Come on, guys, take the bike with you. Getting on top of the gear. Awesome. Gonna do a lot of this. I used to play this game, doing big climbs. I go, okay, I get to sit down for a K, climb, stand for a K. On. It's steep here. Camera doesn't always show it. A little bit more. A little bit more. Centered over your bike and back down. Good job. Get hold of that rhythm again. Turn the pedals over. Awesome. Keep it going. Trying to back off these guys and they made me catch up again. All right. Play around with your hand position if you want. On the tops, on the hoods. Good, we're looking for that 7K mark next. We're gonna stand up again. Get on top of the gear. 2, 1, up, up. Come on, guys. Try and use this as a way to change up the muscle groups. Big push. Come on, guys, fully extend that leg down to the bottom of the pedal stroke. Awesome. Come on, a little bit more. A little bit more. This is the longest kilometer, time-wise. Takes about 4.5 minutes, a little bit more. Back down, everyone. Come on, stay focused. Looking up the road. Back at 70 to 80 cadence. The road is still steep. Come on, guys. Shoulders down. When I ride like this, I like to kind of look through the middle. I don't have my wheel in the middle. It's a little bit back. I feel unobstructed, but I can get the pull. We're gonna see that 7K mark coming up soon. A little bit after this big bang. Come on, you guys. Think you can, think you can. Bit more than a kilometer on this phase. Stay with it. Feel like you're bogging down a little bit. We'll stand up again shortly. There's the 7K mark. Really good, you guys. Up, up. Come on. Come on, get on top of it. Stay with us now. It's your best Cypress challenge yet. Get through this hard. Switchback. Awesome. Stay with it. A little longer. A little longer. Gonna go back to our own in a second. Till we need to get around. Switchback again. Good job, guys. A little bit more. A little bit more. A little bit more. Back down. On top of the pedals. Looking for that 8K mark now. Awesome. Hold it. Still 80% if you can. Quick check. Relax face. Shoulders down. Strong through the feet. Come on, guys. Huncho. I see the pink shirt in there. Okay, it's a hot one. Come on, you guys. We're going back, driving in to the switchback again. Second switchback. We're smoking up this hill. Looking for that 8K. All right, the hill has gentled out just a little bit. Bring it back to your 70%, 70, 75. Hour power. Little bit more cadence. 80 to 85. Come on, guys. Getting ready to roll into this switchback. Come on, so good. Stay right here. 80, 85 cadence. Back to your hour power. That was a hard push. Recover a little bit. We're gonna go back and we're gonna jump on the wheels and we're gonna roll it up into the switchback in the next 30 seconds. All right, guys. Awesome. 8K is gonna be right there. Your cadence is a little higher. 80 to 85. Okay, guys. All right, little bit gentler hill. RPM up, up, up. Come on. Little break after this corner. Up, up. Come on, we'll bring it right back. High cadence. Looking for that corner. There's a sign over the corner. Awesome job, come on. Hold on to your cadence now. A little bit more. Really good, guys. It's flattened out. Hold a nice high cadence. Back the gear off. This is your recovery. Recover, recover. 50 to 60%. Hold a nice cadence. 90 to 100. Awesome. Those of you from out of town, this is a significant marker for you. Second switchback. There's one more switchback. We're gonna have a drink right here. Everybody remember to drink. Pick up your bottle while you can breathe. Little sip. Good job, guys. Recover, recover. This is just a couple minutes. It's gonna pitch up again. And as Marcel duly noted, as a long straight up in front of you. So we have to play a little focus game again to try and keep ourselves on track. Okay, you ready? We can see we're going into the clouds up there. That's the second lookout parking lot. Someone's been doing donuts. Pretty sure that's Tracy while she's waiting for us. Okay. 9K, right up here. That's a good flat one that eats up a whole kilometer almost, or half a kilometer. Spits you out a little less of a grade. Okay, we're gonna get back into this. Going back to our 70 to 80%, 80 to 85 cadence. Hey, you know where you are, those of you who live here? Gets hard to see. The clouds are often down around us. Once we're here, 70 to 80% again. Come on. One more. Push after this. One more recovery, one more steep push. And we're looking for our top. Awesome. Okay, hold that rhythm again. We're right in around that 9 to 10K mark. Huge accomplishment. I remember when Elaine did this for her first time, right off the bat in an hour. Awesome. Okay, guys. Eating it up. Hold your rhythm. Relax your shoulders. Regain your focus. We're going to be looking again for the 10K mark. So long straight. This is where I'm going to say those friends you're with, super valuable. Few words here and there. I do remember saying though to one of our girls who was talking to me a lot on the way up, but asking how she went faster. I said, well, maybe if you weren't talking so much, some of that energy will go into your legs. Okay, hold on to this. Coming up to 10K soon. It's actually a little steeper than I've always thought. More like 6, 7%. 80 to 85 cadence. Crisp climbing cadence. All right, guys. Use the energy around you. Use the pull of the top. It's not far away now. Just over 2K. Come on, guys. Awesome. You can see the cloud cover. I think we had a conversation right about here about the long straightaway. Sometimes just looking for that corner. There's the 10K mark. All right, guys. It's 2 and a little bit to the top now. About 8 minutes. Think you can, think you can. You know you can get up, but I want you to hold this effort level. And after this one little break, coming up on the corner, we're going to be on a mission to the top. All right, it's flattening out again. Little bit of gear off. Cadence into the corner. This time we got goody. Up front. Pushing us into the turn. Come on, guys. Stay with your group. RPM. Up, up. Up, up. Okay, there you go. There's a turn. Quick little drop down. 50 to 60%. Recover, recover. The guys asked if they should be attacking through this corner. Depends who you are, what your goals are, what you think you've got in your legs. I'm gonna say, if you're with a similar group, you're gonna use this last bit of wheels for the final push of about 1.5 K coming up. All right, the road's gonna kick up. We're gonna go back to our own little time and then finish. Finish with them. Okay, 3 minutes, 70 to 80%. We're getting ourselves set up. 80 to 85 cadence again. Come on, you've been on the rivets, as we say, for quite a while now. Those little recoveries, you're sucking them up. All right, we're gonna stay at this hour power number again. Cadence is dropping a little bit. Probably under 80, just for a bit. That 11K mark is quite steep. All right, 8 to 9% again, just for a bit. Get on it, get on it. When we come back, we're gonna be doing a big push right to the finish. Stay in your rhythm. Stay in control, stay focused. Pressure on the pedals. We are less than 5 minutes to the top now. Come on, everyone. Dig in. This is a real shut up legs. Pull through on the bottom of your pedal stroke. We're past 11K. We got that last one to the top. You'll see Marcel trying to put the boots to us all in the end of this, okay? So ready? You're launching from a big effort. Quick sip of water. We're in the clouds now. Looking for the hydro lines. That's the top of the hill proper. Okay, 70 to 80%. Come on, guys. Give it to me. No backing off. You are at the top. This is just the last little bit. You own this ride. Okay, guys. Last 3 minutes is coming up. Any second now. Going back to our guys on the road. Finishing it off. Follow Marcel on the left of the screen. Okay. Effort, 80%. Come on. Gear our cadence. Make sure you're still on top of the gear. Focus. We're going to keep picking it up to the top. Maybe you actually are going for 40 minutes. Maybe 50. Maybe an hour. Let's go. Come on. Dig deep now. Bring it up. 85%. We're in our last 2 minutes. Come on. Leaving nothing out there. Get that carrot. Come on, guys. Almost at the crest. Come on. Push. Can't talk. Can't talk. 85%. Come on, everyone. We're going to make the corner soon. Hold your 85. And we're going to go to the top on our own. Last minute coming up. Come on, guys. 85. Hold on to that wheel. Hold on to that wheel. Come on, everyone. Push. Last 30 seconds. Bigger gear. Come on. For the finish. 20 seconds to go. Up a gear. Big ring. Come on. Go, go, go. 10. 5. 2. 1. Done. Oh. Cover. Recover. Good job, everyone. Keep rolling. Keep your legs moving. as you went by. New personal best. And all in the interest of contributing to something very, very worthwhile. And the most satisfaction, not just coming from your own achievement, but also knowing that you're giving to something that's going to change people's lives. We hope. And the other thing too, though, you might have just ridden with a friend, brought them up there in their best time, and even if it was a little bit easier for you, you get some great, great satisfaction from seeing the smile on someone's face when they do something that they didn't think they could. And a lot of what we're trying to bring home for you. Okay, so easy pedaling. Don't get right off the bike. So we just had a couple of funny little bits. As I said, this is us with the GoPro the first time doing this. My neck was sore for a couple of days. And it's pretty amazing the technology we have available to us to capture all these things. And there are two segments that I just thought were really funny. And one at the top, of course, it's the finish. So we sprinted, and then of course you always hear all of this about choice of gears, and we're just going to run a little clip here. Pretty funny. I have one thing I keep asking Dave. Were you in your big chain ring?
What it is? We have a big set on the back. I don't get my two bottom gears. The small ones, you got that?
Weren't you in your big chain ring?
No, I have to. What I have to do is I still had one gear when he went by me, but now to go to my big one, I have to.
Why weren't you in your big chain ring to go around the corner?
Should have been.
I just had one question for him. He had a lot of other things he wanted to tell me about. Right, Dave? Were you in your big chain ring in a sprint on a flat or going into a flat? And then, of course, here's the Gomer Pyle trio trying to figure out the GoPro. You need to give Marcel more socks.
That's not it. Camera, okay.
He wears his pink ones.
Control go your GoPro connecting. Connecting. It's recording now.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, it's recording.
Is my light on?
It's lighting. Yeah,
Your light's on.
Go quick. Go quick.
Go quick, let's go.
I won't
Sprint the whole way.
I won't touch my
If
phone.
you hear it beep, let us know.
Okay.
Great.
So those of you who have ever seen the GoPro marketing campaigns, that's always the big joke. As everybody started to have these helmet video cameras, they're constantly coming up into the ski line. Is my light on? Is my light on? So obviously if your light isn't on, you're not recording all your epic stuff that you're doing. So I thought it was pretty funny. Thanks a lot for joining this morning. Let me know if you like that. Did you like it? A little different? Thanks. Yay, thank you. Now I have my team to go and ride around and do workouts. But thank you. Remember, it is a virtual week, and the other thing we're doing, you can tell people, is this was being recorded. It'll be up on our YouTube channel, and if people comment on it, we're going to do a bunch of prizing and things like that. Just, we'll pick some winners for things. So just tell people that if they couldn't make it this morning. For right now, that's a wrap. And have